In a world that only remembers the winners, lived a boy named Raghav. He wasn't the fastest. He wasn't the strongest. But he had something far greater, an unyielding heart. Raghav grew up in a small village where running was more than a sport, it was survival. His father was a farmer, his mother a homemaker, and their only wealth was their dreams. He wanted to be a marathon champion. But his school coach shook his head. "Raghav, you don't have the build for a runner. You're too weak." That night, as Raghav watched his father toil in the fields, he whispered, "Baba, can the weakest ever become the strongest?" His father wiped sweat from his forehead and smiled. The river cuts through mountains, not because of its strength, but because of its persistence. Raghav woke up at 4 a.m. every day. He ran barefoot when his shoes tore. He trained in the rain, the heat, the cold. But he was always last in races. People mocked him. "A weakling will never win," they sneered. But Raghav whispered to himself, "Pain is temporary. Quitting is forever." Then came the state marathon, a chance to prove himself. But tragedy struck. A day before the race, Raghav's father collapsed in the fields. The doctor said, "He needs medicine, but it's expensive." Raghav looked at his entry form. The prize money was enough to pay for his father's treatment. He had no choice. He had to win. The race began. The fastest runners surged ahead. Raghav was last, as always. His legs ached. His breath was heavy. People whispered, "He'll never finish." Then, he remembered his father's words, "The river never stops." He pushed harder. One by one, he passed the runners. With the finish line in sight, his body screamed to stop, but his heart roared, "Not yet." And then, he crossed the finish line. Second place. He didn't win, but the prize money for second place was enough. Raghav ran straight to the hospital. He handed over the money. His father was saved. Years later, Raghav became a national champion. But his greatest victory wasn't a gold medal, it was proving that persistence beats talent when talent doesn't persist. One day, a young boy came to him and said, "Sir, I'm not strong. Can I still be a champion?" Raghav smiled and replied, "The race isn't won by the fastest. It's won by the one who never stops running." Raghav's story teaches a simple truth: you don't need to be the best. You just need to refuse to quit. No matter how slow your progress is, just don't stop. Your victory is waiting. If this story inspired you, comment below. I will never stop.